Jo, dobrý, funguje. OK, všechno v poho, možná. Asi, teďka množně, no. I když asi, jo, teď to bude, dobře, tak. Dobré, tak zahájit. Můžeme mluvit, zahájit. Předběh. Normální, těžká. Normální.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell. It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies.
Ještě musím nastavit několik věcí. No, tady. No, kde to bylo? Jo, tak. Ale funguje. Teďka, jestli ten zvuk v té hře je v čele. Jestli to není nezasná hlas. Někdy.
But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Jo, vypadá to zajímavé. Tu krávy. Na 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Je tady mapa? Asi ne. Tak strašně. Zajímavý. Stisni O rozhodně aktuální cíle. Vrať se ke skrýši. Okay.
I knew those two morons would never let me through.
Já už mám ganu.
I had no choice.
Okay, normálně jasně mířit můžu. Běžet taky. Zasek do hlavy. Zkušenosti získáš zabíjením nepřátel, jsou zapotřebí k povýšení a k obdržení extra schopnosti skem mezerník pro pokračování. OK, zkušenosti jasně.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Zachraň Billyho
Garrett and
Kida
his
a
army
okay,
of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit.
Počkej, kdy
So that's
plnění
just what I
ukazatele
did.
koncentrace se střeluje nepřátelé. Tím vedeme pokračování. Stěžím Q pro aktivaci koncentrace. Okay.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension,
Okay,
Garrett was able to hire every
koncentrace mi
gunhead
jasně
and make a
ukazuje.
job.
Dobím si... Jo, když asi budu zabíjet, ne? Jo. Jasně, okay. Zajímavý. A když mě hitnou, tak nic musí, okay.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Okay, tak to není zrovna můj styl, ale co se děje? Chce tohle vzít tajnost. Tajnost nalezeno, 1 ze 3, válka o krsi. Nová úroveň, stěžní U pro otevření nabídky dovedností. Právě si povýšil. Stěžní U pro otevření nabídky dovedností. Okay. Nabídka dovedností, máš 1 dovednostní bod, zde ho můžeš utratit. Vyber si jednu z 3 kategorií dovedností a poté si koupil levou krajní dovednost. Pistolník, dvourevolverový Despera, okay. Pak tady je trapper, bojovník zblízka, ranger, nevím, co odstřel, kurně co ostrostřel, já jsem viděl, ostrostřelec na dlouhou vzdálenost, okay. Takže tohle pokud chápu a pistolník, ok, dvojité revolvery, dopadni 2 revolvery, upadni 2 revolvery a předvětím peklo, pokud u sebe máš revolvery, můžeš je pomocí stisku kolečka nahoru nebo trojky ovládat nezávisle. Dobře. Máme něco zpátky, yes. A když dám, jo, 2, tak mám 1, jasně.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them
Smrtícím
reached the
střelám
water
se můžeš
tower.
vyhnout pouze tehdy, když je tvá předtucha smrti plně nabitá.
Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot
Vyhni
from
se
up there.
kůlce do Ačko. Dobře, takže prostě revolvery jsou dobrý navíc.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Ok, já vidím, nějaký deal trvá. Mluvil ty tady nahoře, ne? Jo. Či tady dva.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Je tady furt nahoře, ne? Co to je? Můžu skákat? Můžu skákat. Počkej. On tak možná... Ne, tady není ty platy, bará. Tak.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave. And upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Beaudry.
I'm done with you. How about that? Huh?
Sticking Springs. Pat Tikokos Garrett byl ve svém pronásledování Billyho Kida a jeho gangu neúnavný. Garrett a jeho skupina je sledovali do opuštěného kamenného statku ve Sticking Springs a obklíčili budovu. Ok, vlastně můžu toho číst, dobře. Tady to je. Válka v okrese. Tak to číst nebudu, sorry. Ok, ale takým pádem někde asi tady by se mohl ještě najít další tu. Člověče, jak se to může jmenovat? Ale teďka pak jako největší otázka, kde by to bylo. Slepice. Ok. Kašlu na to, nebudu to hledat. Zase tak to nepotřebuju.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Billy's worth $500, dead or alive. I can keep this up all day.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Where the hell Garrett get to? He's missing all the action. Over there!
No já jsem zabijáku.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Asi jo, no. No, to.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention."
Okay.
directed that order at me.
Tam střílí do
I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway.
počkej.
Dumbass that I was back then.
Bojovník zblízka, což jsou, ok, to jsou brkovnice. To je puška. To je... Tady jenom, a to vypadá, že to je jen pro revolvery. To je pro pušku a tady to je pro dvojhlavňovku a pro dvojhlavňovku. Mířidla zpomalejí čas, při míření si dej na čas, při míření dlouhou nebo jednoruční zbraní využít část koncentrace jako zpomalení času, ale jen tolik, kolik potřebuješ k dokonalému zamíření. Okay, a tady. Další kombo, nezastavuj vražděné šílenství tak brzy, tvůj kombo měří zůstane aktivní o 50% delší dobu. Lepší řetězení a další komba znamenají více zkušeností. Hloubkové kapsy pistolník, zvýšená kapacita munice do revolveru, dnes ještě více těchto smrtících revolverových střel, odráží 100% navýšení kapacity munice do revolveru. Ok. Nevím, asi tady to dám. Jo, tady to je do pušky, ok. A ještě někde pro...
Those poor sons of bitches are done.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Gonna scalp your ass.
Dobře. Takže Fkem, jasně.
Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Jebe.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Ne. Já jsem vyskočil, ty kokosiče.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken.
Já si možná dám ještě nastavení ovládání. Trošičku.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star. You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Ok, jak to funguje? Udržuj svého nepřítele na pozoru pomocí OK, systém pro pokračování. Dobře, takže prostě budu hlídat. Ok. Je to dost takový, že když já přejedu, tak je to pomalý. Dobře. Jakmile soupeř sáhne na svou zbraň, stiskni Levý tlačítko pro vytasení zbraně, zaměř pomocí OK a poté vystřel. OK, takže prostě musím hlídat i zbraň. Nevne. Jsi mrtvej, pochopil jsem. Ty koko, to je strašný míření, ale. No. On to strašně přejíždí. OK, stáhne po zbraň, musím jen to samotně to se to OK. Co? Jako trošku... Udrží si ho nepřidané na pozor, OK, tomu rozumím, ale... Já vůbec nechápu, proč se dřív dělají takovýhle typ blbosti. OK. To je jedno, kam ho střelím, no prostě on trefí.
And you killed her in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
OK. Není se dobře. To je jak se dalo zpátky. Zajímavé.
And stepped inside, and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
OK, úspěch, celkové zkušenosti 18 955. Jo. Následující úroveň 25k. Zabití nepřátelé. 68. Okay. Přesnost 71, volba zbraně, puška, volba rozsudku, zasah do hlavy. Duel, 5 garaj, čestně zabitý. Okay. Bonus za zkušenosti 2,5 tisíce, celkový čas 0,700, ok. Pozornost 89, rychlost 52. Zrnka pravdy je 2 ze 3. Okay. To si rozhodování pokračuje. Zvážení změny obtížnosti. Potom všem, co se zdá, že to bylo trochu snadné. Chceš to hodit na těžkou obtížnost. Úroveň obtížnosti můžeš vždy upravit. Je větíře. Ono... Reálně ta hra prostě ti nabídne, jestli nechci... Jako... Why not, jo? Jako můžu to... Když mě ta hra to sama nabídla. Proč ne?
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Věznice v okresu Lincoln 28. dubna 1889.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Jo, nemůžu jít pak jít tudy, můžu mít jako oboje. Jo, můžu. Já jako nevím, protože člověče ta puška. To je, když chci jít prostě jenom dual, viď. Jo. Okay.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway.
Dobra.
Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Okay. Klíče.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Yes. Potřebuji zbraň. Někde poblíž se nachází zrnko. Tady. Získáme, ok. William Henry. Ty, tohle to číst. Sorry, ale nebudu. Okay.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Jebe. I
saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Okay.
Anybody see Billy? Oh, son of a bitch shot Jim Bell! Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped, raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him. Can't let that kid get away. Anybody see him? I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but
shit.
Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms.
Yep.
And suddenly, I was a fugitive. How the hell did the kid escape? Garrett's gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far!
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Ok, tak bych nabil, ale já mám jenom... Aha! Dobrý. Tak už mám i revolver.
But hell if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans are gonna...
Kill him!
Ok, přepínání funguje rychle zbraní, to je. Jestli se suskokej, takže prostě...
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Come out, you yellow bastard! They're shooting in the street! I'll flank it! Get your head stoned!
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters.
Coward!
Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts.
Let's do this!
We prize them too high, if you ask me.
No, někde poblíž nějaký No, tady. Ok, mám 34. Já tady vidím, že můžu po žebříku. Normálně, jo, asi se.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone.
Tak to trošku si vezmu.
And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Tak, jak tím přemýšlím, tak ono... Vrcholnice není špatná. Ale na svém pušku. To se mi líbí víc. Ne, jo.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Ok, takže mu chcem dát, jasně. Ok, takže to může být.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
How the hell did he get away? Leave him to me.
Dobrá. To začíná mi docházet na boje. Dobrý.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
Ok, kovárna. Brno. Nějaká dovednost. Já se budu upgradit tu pušku. Klidná mužka, dodatečně přibližení během míření, zadrž dech a buď přesnější, když se na chvíli soustavně zaměříš. Na jeden cíl bude schopen si ho ještě víc přiblížit. Okay. Když je na kapice munice do pušky, jestli ještě víc, ok, tak to nemám.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball.
Ale já nemám jeho brokovnici.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Přizpůsobuji si polohu ruky pomocí AD pro rychlejší vytasení. Jebe. Jakmile uslyšíš tlukot svého srdce můžeš vytasit zbraň jako první. Bude to ale považováno jako nečestný akt a patřičně ohodnocen. OK. To bude ještě zábava tohle. Tak kolik věcí si teď člověk musí hlídat, hej, to je strašné. Ten pupek.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
OK. Já mám jenom otázku, když já bych ho strefil do hlavy, jestli by to bylo víc zkušeností. A ten. Celkové zkušenosti 31 000, OK. Zabitých nepřátel 37, přesnou 73, volba zbraně puška, volba rozsudků, zásah do hlavy, duel, Bob Poninger, OK, čestně zabitý. Pozornost 83, rychlost 96, bonus za zkušení, OK. Celkový čas, OK, jo, dobře.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Tady. Já myslím, že to hoří.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man. Over there! There!
Okay.
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Okay. Vypadá to, že žádný pasažér.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
Okay.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground, whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on, were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks.
Shoot.
I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Where's he going?
Finally, they managed to corner me.
Proč se mi to tak dlouho
odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Tyjo, já jsem úplně zmatený. Tyjo, ono tam, nevím, tyjo, na obrazovce bylo...
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Proč to mě tak na málo nábůj do toho, do revolveru.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
Where's he gonna run to now?
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Okay.
Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Zajímavý. Plánoucí zbraně, rychlé nabití pušky, nabít svou pušku během mrknutí oka, važení zásobníku za spodní části zbraní může snížit čas nabíjení oka. Dodatečné přiblížení během oka a to je rychlost nabíjení, manipuluj s municí opatrně, během zabíjení drť R jako lokomotiva, půjde to rychleji. Na zbraně si to mechanismu se tato dovednost použít nedá. Okay. Ale dám to, ale... Dobré. Pokračuj. Dal se zbývajících nepřátel cestou k srdci. Jasně.
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
Dynamitu nebo G pro okamžité hození. Okay.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Taky bych se mohl trochu vyhýbat těm kultům. Už to vidím letě.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Beru z nich náboje nebo ne? Myslím, že jo? Ale ne moc. Bomba, člověče,
I
co má
yelled out
zbraň.
at the top of my lungs. Clanton, I'm coming for
Jdi na
you!
vrchol hory a zabij staříka.
A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun. Do I gotta reload again? Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Okay. Kde jsem? Hej, on tam je týpek furt za tím kulometem a ještě další bore. No. Yes.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Úspěch, celkové zkušenosti 47 000. Zabitý tým přátel 54, volba zbraně barva puška, volba rozsudku, zásah do hlavy. Vzorunk, ani jeden. Tak asi mám. Ono to, no, ono mi to mám pocit, že mi to ani neukazovalo. Možná jo. Ne, to je ne.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious. Earp's coming! Get ready, boys.
You're really pissing me off.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I'm ending you.
Nemají tady hoši někde, ale mají. Hodní. Okay. O. Ale. Klobouk, ok. A počkej tady. Dobré.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas.
Yo.
That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
Okay. Legendární zbraně no. Vylepšit vykládaná 6ranovka, není to jen krása, ale i mistrovské dílo. Inženýrství a velmi smrtící zbraň, zjednodušený spoušťový mechanismus a další hlavení dodávají vyšší rychlost střelby a lepším. Aha, ok, takže ono. A to potřebuji bod, ok, abych to získal. A tady taky tím pádem. Lepší retýrení. Dostřel, zpětný ráz. Ok, a tady jasně. Tady je prostě úplně nadarmo. Poškození dostřel. Ok.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Tak budou tady někde. Co?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Okay. To jsem se pile a najdi.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Yo.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Tam jsem se měl reálně uhnout. But... To mě reálně zajímá, kam se měl uhnout, ale předtím. Oh. se. Když mám... Můžu si teďka si dát tu zbraň, jako co... Svolit. Nemůžu, okay. Dobře. A teďka ji mám. Takže teďka... No,
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Hezká mašinka. Shit, hej, tak tohle to se mi nehlíbí takhle. No, to říkám. Tyjo, já jsem... Že mě teďka napadlo, jak to spadlo. Kdybych do toho střelil, jestli by to spadlo taky. Takže mám pocit, že tady borci stále. Nevadí.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Se chvíle a najdi.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me. Nope. Time to dance with the devil. You working for Wyatt Earp? Did that sumbitch Earp send you to kill me? Make him pay for it.
OK, i ty duálky, člověče, nejsou vůbec reálně špatný. Pojďme jenom ten, aha. Ne. Dobrý. Potřebuji jít do něj blízko. To jako jak mi udělat? To jak mě zabil. No, na druhou. Já si můžu jim mířit? To proč mě nenapadlo dřív? Tohle. Teď už mě reálně napadlo, že prostě měří. Tak jako duálky, to je velice dobré. Kam zdrá? Hej, tak ty duálky. Hej, to je bomba. Ne! Já myslím, že to je ten normálně. Tohle. Čo? No.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
No.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Celkové zkušenosti 65, dobře. Zabitých nepřátel pade, přesnost 66. Volba zbraní puška, volba rozsudku, zásah do hlavy, duel, Johnny čestně zabitý, pozornost 70, rychlost je svá, bonus zkušené, celkový čas, jasně, 1 vteřina. Zrnka pravdy 3 za 4. Nemůžu prostě najít vždycky to poslední.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits.
Třeba kdyby jsem věděl, že s tím se dá měřit, tak ty kokos. To je, používám ty duálky. Reálně prostě, kámo, ty kokos, bych to fakt zjistil dřív, no, když jsem to zjistil. To mi je docela líto, že jsem to daleko není, ale...
And put a generous price on his head.
Kadence, OK, a rychlost míření. No, kadence.
Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
Jak to? Nebude to. Kudy? Zpracuj si cestu do dolů. Okay. Najdi vchod do dolů. Ale, tamhle. O, co to je?
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you?
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Nie znam o to palić. Ještě někdo tady vypadá to, že no. Jo. Ale. Okay. A tady, je tady něco? Ne, tady bude asi jenom... Jo. Tady jenom to, cesta další, asi. OK.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
This is our gold.
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable.
Okay.
Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. I thought I was some kind of hero.
Okay. Já jsem čekal, že by přišel jako bouchl všechno tam.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
Tady nic není. Jsem zklamán.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Okay.
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Tak jdu tam.
Plumber wants that asshole dead. It's the dirt!
Jak jde na mě?
You can't beat the
Jo. Jak to bude to na R? Co? Jak to svobodně?
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
Oh. Okay. Tak. Jeba.
We know where you're at!
Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Kam si dolů máš?
I will drop you down a mine shaft. I do not deserve to die like this.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense.
Shoot.
Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked.
Bo... Nie mrně. Já umřu na všechno.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
To jak třeba. O.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting.
Oh! Co on dělal? Hej, tak to je pro mě hodně nepříjemný, ale... Oh. Okay. Kujte sem, co? Kolik to toho náboju? Oh.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Oh shit. Oh.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Já nevím, co se v té hře děje.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder.
Co?
A way into the mine from the opposite side.
Ty, prostě to byl sám. Aha. Jo, takže prostě mi to... Dobře, tak to mě to mělo zabít. Dobře, rozumím. Okay.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time.
Nabíjení, jasně za sprintu, ne? Nabíjení během... To je dobrý, jak se jí. Rychlé nabíjení revolverovou na... Yep, takhle to dám asi též, pa.
Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes,
Tak to jako je 100%.
No man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
Ne, nebo jo. Já mám foty.
I was determined not to give up, however.
Dobrý. Reflexy mladíka.
As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Co? To je to? Tady ne. Najdi... No, se znovu.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Must be about out of bullets.
Jo, je. Jak kdyby se to se mnou udělalo. Tam někde dole byl ten, ale... Nevím, kdo tam byl, jsem to tam jenom slyšel.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Jo, na světě. Tady jdeme, tak je to cool. Dobře, no. Obrázet, jo.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
Kde?
I'm going all medieval on I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out!
Ne, jo, to... Já... Proč to mačkám instantně? Já prostě musím počkat, než uvidím to, kam to letí. No. Nevím, proč jsem to dával na hard, reálně. Mě to na to normálně vyhovovalo. Dohodit tu... No dohodit. Jdem se mi dobře schovávat. Je takhle se to naházejí jak... Ne. Yes.
So that's how Henry Plummer died.
No, mamo.
Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Okay. Zabitých nepřátel. Jo, přesně 50. Přesně 67, volba zbraně, puška zase. To jsem docela, ale myslím, že ji používat do války. Volba rozsudku, zásah do hlavy. Zrnka pravdy 2 ze 4. No, někde tam byla i třetí, ale kde? To už nevím. No, já dám ještě asi jednu, nevím, jako, co to je kapitola, nevím tomu. A pak asi vypnu stream, protože potřebuji ještě něco dělat do školy a jsem docela unavený.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Rychle nebudu mrtvý, dobře.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was coldin' a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Co jsem zabral za ty? To je reálně ono. Vykrana šesti. Šestiranovka. No asi jo. No nevím, jestli to je... Ono. Ale asi jo, to je jedno.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and... Wait. I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. Fathers and husbands, brothers and sons, men with families who cared about them. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
Dobra.
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hand. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
You can't hide from
Hale, to tobie.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Stop that sumbitch!
No, tak to myslím. Aha.
Let the boys know we got another law
Nějaký
dog.
revolver. Jo. Já chci zpátky svůj. Tady někdo mluví? Jo.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Okay, zase revolverka. Okay, to je krátká nebo upilovaná revolverka. A teď otázka je, jak si, mě fakt zajímá, jak si vybírám mezi těma zbraněmi. Protože já mám tady to jako. Vylepšení to, ale já dám zvolej. Okay. Aha, okej, to se zajímavé tady to. Okay. Okay. Zajímavý upgrady.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Okay.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
Most
of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Jak znova? Jestli se mi to teda to ukáže. No, jak jednoduché. Stačí prostě toho nevím. Dát pozor.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Jo, tak počka, teďka jsme to, jak to začalo. Už to vidím. Jo. Ale to měl se.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
To je, jak se to odráží. Normálně mám zapnutý RTX, jak se to odráží. Jep. Má RTX.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
Já jsem trefil fejebanej luster. Bomba. No, dva lidi ty kokos tady. Spíčo. Já nemůžu vidět tady.
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
That's right. Run!
Yes.
Don't need no help to kill the likes of you.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead.
Já si pamatuju, že tady něco.
But that was short-lived. As a moment later, I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Okay.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Teď jsem použij k vyhnutí mezerníkem, ok. Jo, já to musím držet.
You didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Já to musím držet, ale to mi zase nikdo neřekl.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Jebe. Okej, já jsem ho chtěl zabít. Ale dobře no. Úspěch celkové zkušenosti 90 000, následující úroveň 98. Zabitých nepřátel 42, přesno 66, volba zbraně puška, volba rozsudku, zásah do hlavy, ok, zranka 2 ze 6, ok, tak to jsem jich minul hodně. No, já to tady vypnu, protože ještě něco musím bohužel dělat do školy a ještě se chci prospat, protože jsem unavený a minulou noc jsem naspal. Takže děkuji každému, kdo byl na streamu, další stream bude snad zítra, to uvidím, jak na tom budu. No, takže nevím, zatím čus.